Welcome back, everybody. This is Uriel Tussaud here in EVE Online with our Caldari rookie pilot, Uriel, and we're ready to do some career missions. Last time I said we were going to start in the industry. I'm just going to work down the list. Let's see what they have to offer. Making mountains of molehills, 1 of 10. Each agent has 10 missions for you to do. It's always important to read all the details, because sometimes they'll tell you to do something like destroy a building over here, but then over here it doesn't say that, or it says it differently, so it doesn't make it clear that you actually have to destroy the building. So then you'll try to figure out why you can't turn in the mission, and it's because you didn't finish all the objectives. Alright, it's Abisha Tien. There's a lot of hard names in this for someone like me to pronounce. So making mounds of molehills. I have just the thing you want, Uriel. War never stops, and we need to stoke it with raw materials. I want you to go mine some Veldspar ore for me. Veldspar is the basic ore in EVE Online. There are different values, and that's more. We'll get into that in a separate actual mining tutorial. I've uploaded the location marker to your people and places databank. Use it to find the asteroid field. Remember to fit a mining module to your ship before you go. Keep in mind that you might have to make more than one trip before you report back to me. Declining a mission from a particular agent more than once every 4 hours may result in a loss of standing with that agent, except in the case of special missions that clearly state otherwise in the description. This paragraph right here is at the bottom of every mission, I believe. It's to remind you that if you decline a mission, you'll lose standing with them. See, right now our effective standing is 0 with this agent. As with this agent, and then he has a corporation. You'll see these little eyes; those are show info. Open straight to notes. See, agent info tells you stuff about him. Standings. This is pretty much the same info you get with players, except there's no agent info. You can click on their corporation icon to find out actually about the corporation. It'll show you attributes. It's the CEO. Same. It'll say the same stuff for player corporations, but it'll be a player here, not an NPC. Agents. It'll list all their agents, their standings, market activity, even. Yeah. So, like, this will show your standings, and use standings for more advanced things we'll get into eventually. Alright, the following objectives must be completed to finish the mission. Acquire these goods. Drop off a location. I'm already there, so it puts the check there. Once I leave, the check will go away because it's this station. You can also, if you ever see like a station like this, the Roman numerals give it away that it's a moon or a planet, or it'll say usually moon if it's orbiting a moon, but you can click on it and it'll bring up the info about that station or planet or whatever, or you can right click on it and you can actually set it as destination, add waypoint, or save it to bookmark it, or you can set it at home. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do that since we got here. That way, just in case we die or something like that, we'll come back to this station and we won't go back to the original station that you start at and have to jump back over here. So we'll set this as the home station. It costs it's 100,000 ISK. Do you accept the cost? Yes. So now, if I die, I'll come back to this station. All right. I need 1,000 Veldspar, or 100 cubic meters of it. Mine the Veldspar ore in the asteroid field your agent sent you to, and return with 1,000 units. Transfer the Veldspar from your ore hold to your item hangar to complete the mission objectives. And location, when you see like this, what that means is once I undock, I'll be able to actually just warp to this location. It's a special location. It's called a dead space location, which means none of the other players will be able to warp there unless they use combat probes to scan my ship, or there's lots of tricks to find it, but they can't just select to warp there. Granted items. Granted items are things you get just for accepting the mission. So the following item will be granted to you when the mission is accepted. I'll get a minor one, which I've already got 2 of them from the Inception package. Rewards. The following rewards will be yours when you complete this mission. So when you're done with the mission, you get this: 210,000 ISK. Remember, ISK is the money. Interstellar credits, I believe. Bonus rewards. The following rewards will be awarded for you as a bonus if you complete the mission within 4 hours and 54 minutes. They give you plenty of time. But if you're about to go to school, or about to go to bed, or about to go to work, or going to play something else for a little bit, or you just for some reason you're not going to do the mission right now, don't accept the mission. It'll stay offered to you for a while. I don't remember the exact time. I'll have to look that up. But it's a long time. Because you want to always try to complete the missions within the bonus time. These missions are extremely easy to complete within this time. They give you a large amount of time because you're new to the game and you're learning it. So you'll get another 209,000 for that. So this mission just from money, just money-wise, gives you 419,000 ISK, which if you look at our wallet, that's more than I already have just out of this one mission. Collateral. Prior to accepting this mission, the following must be provided by you as collateral to be returned to you upon successful completion of the mission. Now, they do this because as you get actually out into real mission running, or running contracts for other players and stuff like that, you'll have to pay collateral. What that is to make sure that if you don't do the job, you don't get scot-free. You don't get off, scot-free. Like you have consequences for failing things. In these tutorial missions, I think it's 1 ISK for all of them. I'm not sure. It could go up. So yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and accept this. And he says, "Good, good. Now get out there and give me some results." If it was just like, "Get me this item," you could go ahead and complete it, but you actually have to go to this location. Yeah, it's just mining. Like, these career missions will let you know if pirates are going to be there. So there are no pirates here. So let's take our new mining ship, one we just got from the Inception package. All right, you can right-click on it to assemble it, or you can double-click. All right, there's my venture. And you can double-click it again to jump in. All right, but it has nothing on it. No mining lasers or anything. So let's fit it out. Go to item hanger. You can right-click on things. Let me stack. I like to stack my items. They don't automatically stack. Open the fitting window, or Alt F to open it. All right. See now. See that it has the rig slots. This is fittings. How you can save fittings and stuff. We'll go over that later. And there's skins if you have skins. A new feature in the game, since I took a break from Eve and I'm coming back to it, but the simulation mode, it's pretty interesting. Before you had to use third-party tools to test out a fit without buying all the items to find out, if you could even fly it. Now you have inner simulation mode, where you can open the browser here, go to hardware, and you can select the filters. Like, say I want to know what to put in the high slots, so make sure it has to be able to fit on this ship. That's what this filter is, and I want a high slot. So now it's only showing me high slot items that can fit on the ship. I can click here, so it only shows the things I can use. Let's see, harvest equipment, mining lasers. I can use all of these. It's different variations. The civilian miner is what you get by default. Miner 1s you get in your Inception package, and then also from this mission. So I like right now, like I said, I'm in the simulation, so I can click and drag miner 1s. So I want those. Like these mining lasers, what they do, I'll show you. If you click on the eye, it'll bring up the info window. Has the variations. Industry will tell you how to make it. Requirements will tell you what skills you need. Fitting tells you where it fits, how much CPU, power grid, any other requirements. Attributes will tell you what it does. And description. Variations. This will show you all the different types of mining lasers. You can see, we'll go ahead and click compare. What it'll do, it'll bring all of them up. And it starts all the windows real small. Alright, so it shows all of the items here. Now I can click, let's see, I want to see how big they all are. 0 kilograms. Okay, so they don't add any mass to my ship. Activation cost. Shows you how much they cost and you can sort it. I want the least expensive one. It's just civilian miner. The miner 1, you notice, is not the cheapest for activation cost. These right here actually are. They're storyline items. You can get them off the market or by doing storylines. We call them meta. Here, I'll go back to the information window real quick to go over that real quick. You have Tech 1. They're all Tech 1, but we called these meta levels. So this is actually Tech 1. Then you have the Meta 1, Meta 2. It's just a way for us to describe them to each other easier, because most people don't remember all the names, because they can get pretty complicated. But what they are is they do the same thing as this one, but a little better. But they're usually a lot more expensive. You can also loot them. So like you might be killing some pirates, some rats in a system somewhere, and they drop those nice. All right. Okay. Structure hit points. That's how much damage it can take from overheating and stuff. Power grid usage. Now we'll sort by power grid. So civilian miner again is the lowest. Then miner 1, particle bore. Like this meta level one here uses more power. Miner 2s, those are tier 2s. That says tech level 2. We call them tier 2. Or tech 2. I don't know why I said tier 2. But tech 2, they are the better ones usually. They're also a lot more expensive. Not all Tech 2 things are better. Well, they'll be better, but it might just be by a tiny bit, and it's not worth the value. Again, that's something you have to figure out how much you're willing to spend on things. Some people buy them just because they like Tech 2 stuff, so they want to fly around in all Tech 2 stuff. Let's see, capacity. It's 0. CPU usage. It shows you how much CPU uses, because you're limited to your CPU. Right now, with our current skills and this ship type, we're limited to 288. Alright, so there's your CPU. See, like, these storylines are the least CPU heavy. And that's why you would go with the meta levels or the storylines or the faction. Factions are usually, they're specific to an NPC corp and or alliance, or like the whole government, like Galenti and stuff. They're usually extremely expensive. Optimal range. See, you have your optimal civilian miners, lowest, miner 1. Then these get a little bit higher. That one, these are the highest. See, these are higher than the Tech 2. But the Tech 2, I believe, mines a lot faster. It might even be able to mine more. Activation time. That's how long a cycle is. What that means is when you're using your miner lasers, you'll see there's a little circle that'll go around the mining laser showing you its cycle. Once it completes its cycle, that's when you actually bring in the ore. You can short cycle, is where you deactivate it while it's still cycling, and you'll bring in whatever percentage you had finished of that cycle. That's how much ore you'll bring in. So like these are all 60 seconds. The civilian miner is only 10 seconds. Mining amount. But see, then there's where you only get 10 seconds, but you only mine 6 M3. Mining can be extremely boring because you sit out there forever mining. And the more you can bring in, the better. So like the ore miner 3, the ore miner has 65 M3 or cubic meters that it pulls in one cycle. So that's pretty good. That's with your current skills also, because you can have skills and you can actually have other modules that boost your mining yield. See, there's meta level. And then volume. It's how much space it takes up in, like, if you put it in your cargo. Yeah, different things will have, more attributes over here, less, depending on what it is. Alright, so I know I have these, so I'm just going to put those on here. Like, I've got a salvager. Make sure I can fit the salvager. Yeah. Salvagers you use to salvage wrecks, like NPCs or player wrecks. Alright, that's all of the high slots. Let's see, mid slots. I would like to get at least an afterburner, but I don't have any. But you see, you can go through here and design your own fit. You can save it, and you don't have to buy all the items. Now, if you hit fit ship, it will fit whatever you have in your item hanger to the ship, and it will also ask if you want to buy the things you don't have. I actually have all 3 of these things, so I'm just going to hit fit ship, and it'll switch back and see, it'll put it on automatically. Now I'm going to right click, and I'll just show you how to do it manually. Strip fitting. Alright, took it all off. I stripped the wrong stripped the wrong ship. Let's strip this one. Alright, see, they're all gone. Now you can click and drag to the specific location. If you get into combat and you overheat stuff, which causes them to cycle faster, you do it in PvP, but that's more advanced stuff. You want to not have items next to each other because they'll actually do heat damage to the things next to them. But we don't have to worry about any of that right now. We'll just throw these on here. Now this is turret slots, hard points. That means I could put 2 turrets on here. This is launcher hard points. See, I have 2 circles here next to the turret, so that means I have 2 turret hard points. This is launcher hard points, so missile launchers, rocket launchers, stuff like that. I don't have any on this ship because it's a mining frigate is what it is. This is just for mining. Throw my salvager on there anyways. Oh, I do have a... Oh, because I stripped this off this ship. Yeah, you can take the stuff off the ships and put it on, so I'll put it on here. The mining laser upgrade. See, required skill books not injected. I don't remember if we get that or not. I can fit it. I don't have the skill to actually turn it on though, so it's not going to give me any bonuses, but I'll go ahead and leave it on there so I don't forget later once I do get the skill. Alright, oh, speaking of skills, it's a good idea while you're doing this stuff to always come up here, your character sheet, I've already got some going because it's a habit. Always make sure you have some skills training. The grayed out ones right here, that shows thanks I can train, but I have to buy the book. See, it says required skill book not injected. You can find the books. Players will buy the books and move them to you know, closer locations to like trade hubs and stuff, or you can find it's one of the few items in the game you buy directly from NPCs, or you can buy directly from NPCs. That's the cheapest way to do it, unless you're finding someone just trying to clear out their inventory and they're selling them real cheap just to get rid of them, which does happen. You can make a lot of money by buying them up if you can and taking them to like Jita, which is a trade hub, or Dodixie and stuff. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. The books, you have to inject them, and that'll allow you to learn the skill as long as you meet the other prerequisites. Like this, light missiles requires missile launcher operation 2, so I have to have second level missile operation, which I'm actually getting right now. So if I already had this skill injected, even if I didn't have this up, which I don't, I could go ahead and drag this down here underneath this one. As long as it comes after the required skill, it'll go ahead and put it in your queue. As an alpha clone, you only have 1 day in your queue, but you can go over 1 day. It's just that it won't let me add anything after this because of the 1 day. Like this 9-day, I'll have to do by itself if I want to take it all the way to 5. Skills from usually you can get them to 1 to 4 pretty easily. Like you see here, I've got all these 4 to be 1 day and 17 hours to get this one once these are done. And like I said, it takes real time to train. You don't grind experience or anything like other MMOs. It takes real time. This one will take an actual 9 days and 18 hours, because from level 4, even though it's only 1 day, it always jumps to level 5, because that's as high as you can take any skill is level 5. They make you really decide what level 5 skill you're working on. These grayed out blocks, like I said, are books that I haven't injected, and I can learn up to those levels. The yellow one means I have to be an Omega clone. See, if you upgrade it, you can learn all the skills. You can fly all the ships. Alpha, you're limited to what ships you can fly and everything. But say you're wanting to Plex your account, which means to play for free and buy the Plex, which is their pilot license extension subscription. I'll show you pilot's license. It's right here, buy Plex, and you can buy it. And right now, like I don't remember how much it is in real life money, but you can view in the market, and I can see if anyone's selling them in here, which a couple jumps away is the cheapest. 1,057,798,999.9 ISK is what they're selling it for. So it's a lot of money. So if you want to play this game for free forever, you have to at least once a month. Well, you have to have, for every month, you have to have a Plex. So you have to earn that much money to buy a Plex. Or you can use less money and put buy orders and get people that, you know, use real money to buy Plex, and then they bring it in the game and they sell it on the market. And they'll either make a sell order up here, or they'll make a buy order down here. Or they'll just fill a buy order with it, depending on if they want the money now or if they want that extra money. They'll wait. But that's how you subscribe. It is possible to play the free account and get to this subscription. It is hard, but it is possible. Alright, like I said, always be training something. Like I'm doing career industry, I should be training like mining. So you right here, search mining, Alright, so mining frigate. That'll give me bonuses to any of the ore ships, which are all the mining ships. Yeah, I should go ahead and do that one. I'll do that after light operation 2 since it's almost done. See, I've already got mining 3. I think you start with mining 3. I didn't know if I had that still, if I didn't spend them. But no, that's talking about the ones you can buy off the market. Propulsion jamming is in mining. Oh, I'm not in mining. I search mining, but for some reason, oh, because right here, jamming. See, to get to mining level 4, which will boost my skill, which actually is, you want mining level 5. If you're going to be mining, you want to get mining to 5 as soon as you can. And mining frigate to 5, but we can only get it to 4 in alpha. Same with mining. I'll put that on there later. Go ahead and put these in here. See, this is more than a day. This is already taking 2 days and 3 hours. It's as long as I have a skill that takes longer than a day, I don't put anything after it. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's the way they intended it. So you could only do one of the long-term skills at a time. Now, see, I actually bumped it off. So apparently there's a limit. So you can only have 4 skills, maybe. 4 skills training at a time. That's alright. I'll just leave it like this. Alright. But you should always be training. So, like, before you log off, you make sure you have enough skills training to last until you get back on. Even if it's not something you really care to have. Like, Missile Launcher Operation 3. I don't need that right now. Or the Mining Frigate 3. But I want to make sure I have enough time here to keep it training something until I get on next, because I can always take these off. They don't lose the skill points they've gained in researching. Technically only this one's gaining skill points right now, but they don't lose anything. Let's see. Yeah, they don't lose. You don't lose skill points. Like, say I remove this, or I decided to put something in front of it, or put something in front of this one. This one doesn't lose its progress. It just pauses until it's its turn again in the queue. You can also, if you have multiple characters, you can only train on the same account. You can only train one character at a time. But you can pause him, and I could go to an alt character and play him, and have him train while I'm playing him or something. But you should always have something training. Alright. We'll get into attributes and stuff in a later video. Because I'll go over more what, depending on kind of some ideas of what you want to do and what skills you should boost. What your attributes do are make it so you train skills faster. This video is actually getting really long because I've been rambling on, so we'll actually do this mission next time. Alright, until then, fly safe.